What is up, people of YouTube? I'm your host Vernon. This is Lockport. Let's fish that. Alright, so I have actually never fished on this side before. I've always fished on that side where that little point runs in, the little jetty thing there. I've fished on that side, but I've never actually fished on this side of where the spillway runs into the Red River, or at least the floodway where that runs into the Red River. Never fished on this side before, so I think we're going to start out here today. Now, what type of fishing are we going to be doing? What rod do I need to grab? That is the question. I've heard people say that the drum are actually running pretty well right now, but I think I want to catch a big catfish, so maybe I have to go for the big rod. That way we can have best of both worlds. Right, so I'm quite a ways away from the little lock there, just a little bit more downriver, and like I mentioned, the plan is just to get some fish at least. Now, why did I say this rod is going to be the best for both worlds? Well, that is simply because on the one hook we can put on a little bait fish. Maybe the drum or sauger will go for that. And on the second hook, I'm just going to be putting some night crawlers, hoping for some of the channel catfish. So nothing fancy, just going to get that out into the water. Alright, so that's our bait out into the water. Now we just wait for some fish to find it. Alright, I missed the point where this fish grabbed the rod almost into the water, but we have a fish on. Now the trick when fishing in a rocky area is once you start reeling, never stop. Otherwise you'll get snagged on all the rocks and stuff. And there we go, we have ourselves a little drum. Not caught too many drum before, so happy to get on some drum. Well, compared to all of the other fish, not caught that many drum. Alright, so freshwater drum landed. He's drumming. Don't know whether you can hear that little drumming sound. That's why they're called freshwater drum, because they drum like that. Lovely bronze colors on this one. They can of course get a lot bigger than this. This is a nice catch to start us off with. Struggling a bit here in the shallow water. He's making his way out. There he goes. Now that's only been 15 minutes and we get our little drum. Now just going to rebait, try and get out a bit further, see if we can maybe get some catfish as well. We just had another hit on our rod. Just want to see if we have a fish there or not. And we do. Just want to bring this fish in quickly, see what it is. This fish isn't putting up a lot of a fight. Actually, no, he broke loose. My entire hook is gone. Felt him swim in a different direction right here in front. And that was enough to get our hook lost. Okay, just going to put on a new hook, get it back out there. There we go, fish on. Very weird. I just felt the fish for a moment, but no anymore. But we do have him on there. It's a small guy. Tiny little drum. This one went for our bait fish. The two fish we had so far went for night crawlers. This is the first one to go for the bait fish. Tiny little drum. Lovely silver colors on this one. Silver and blue. This one does not have the bronze. Let's get him back to the water. There he goes. He started wiggling and he spined me, so I rather just threw him back to the water. He's fine. He swam off. We have some movement on the rod again. Could feel we just got snagged on something, but the fish got us out of it. Glad this little drum got us loose from the snag. That is why I say, don't stop reeling when bringing in, especially when using heavy weights. You don't want them to get stuck. But there we are, our medium-sized drum for today. Got a big one, got a small one, now medium size. Let's hope they keep growing. Lovely colors on these fish. Let's maybe try and send this fish into deeper water. He's found his way. There he goes. No rush to get away from us. He's going to make his way out at his own pace. Something a bit different for today. We get ourselves a little sauger, maybe a walleye, maybe a sockeye. This is in fact a little walleye. You can see on his dorsal fin there, he has the one black spot, whereas something like sauger, they tend to have quite a lot of spots. And the little white dot here on the tail is a lot more prominent. So this is a little walleye. So of course, using bait fish, you might catch them as well. Lovely little walleye. Send them back there. Off he goes. Why they always swim the wrong way, I don't know, but he found his way out. I was bringing in, turns out we have a fish on here. You can It's a lovely little red horse. Lovely colours on him. I've hit through the nose there. So that's another species landed for today. This one is all battered and bruised. Let's get him back to the water. Lovely colours on him. There he goes. Like I said, I didn't even see a hit or anything. I was just reeling in and we happened to have a fish. There we go, we got a fish on. This fish is swimming towards cover, making it a bit hard. We finally got him where we want him to go. We got ourselves a channel catfish. Not the biggest of catfish, but it is a catfish at least. Getting quite a lot of variety today. So there we go, catfish landed as well. This guy is splashing quite a lot, but we'll see if we can upgrade him for a bigger one. But at least catfish landed for today. Let's get a look at the son of this guy. Now the weird thing, this one also went for the bait fish, not the night crawlers. Alright, let's get this back in water. Off he goes. He's making his way over to this pelican. Too big for that pelican to want to swallow. Alright, we have another fish on. Doesn't feel that big. It's another baby catfish. This one actually went for the night crawler. Lovely little guy, lots of parasites on them. Gonna give him a drop, but in the deep water. There he goes. Alright, ladies and gents, it is June 19th. Now, why am I telling you the date for this video? Well, for one simple reason. We have some carp here and the shallow water is busy spawning. Crazy to think that we are already halfway with June and the carp are only now spawning, but that is a good sign. About a month or so after the carp, our bait fish like the shiners and stuff, that's when they start spawning, but the carp are basically the last of the big major sports fish that spawn, and that only means that summer is beginning. After the spawning season, it is a great time to target summer type fish, something like catfish. Fishing for that will only get better from this point on. Not that the fishing is particularly bad at the moment. I have to say, we got quite a variety of fish out there today, and I'm happy with the fish we got. We also lost quite a lot of fish and some tackle, but that's to be expected when fishing a rocky place. And of course, there's still a lot of time to do some fishing, but as you can see, the pelicans are starting to move this way, and I don't want to get any pelicans tangled in my line, so I think that's where I'm going to end this video here today. And also give me a thumbs up for the fish we did get. Feel free to ask any questions down below in the comments. And if you're new here, consider hitting subscribe, joining my community. Alright, but even though it is rather hot, I hope you guys will get out there and enjoy summer and enjoy the summer fishing. But that's going to be this video. I want to thank you for tagging along, and like always, see you next time.